Hey, welcome back, friends. If you want to join the friends, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. So today I have 100 easy reward caskets. I have collected 100 of them. Didn't take that long. It took me maybe about 7 hours, not including all the time that it took to make all the hidey holes. With all the hidey holes already done and just kind of going a decent pace, it did take me about 7 hours to get 100 reward caskets. So that is extremely fast. I think I remember when I had to go back to ham every single time. I was pickpocketing ham members for the easy clue scrolls. When I had to go back to pickpocket one, do one, pickpocket one, do one, I think it took me about 7 hours to do 50 of them. So it's like double the speed of regular. But very nice to get 100 of them within 7 hours. I'm hoping that means that it's decent GP per hour. I will have to check the prices of all the fortunate components. I'm assuming they're going to drop a decent amount just because it's so easy to farm out these easy clue caskets now. I do plan on making loot from 100 of each because you can now get master clue scrolls from every single different type of casket. So I kind of want to see which one is going to be the best. So make sure you subscribe so you can see that. But I do want to show you my treasure trail collection log. I have not opened but I think one casket since the thing came out. And apparently I do have a couple of loots on here. I did do about 200 easy clue scrolls a few months back. And I'm assuming that the last couple of easy clue scrolls actually got caught up in this because I have a couple of easy items as well. These are just already going to be on the collection log. Unfortunately, I can't like wipe it or anything for this series. So I do have a couple of easies, mediums, hards. I don't have any. Do have a couple of elites. I think I just did them randomly just for fun because I happened to get them. Have 3 elite items, and I do have 1 master clue reward. I did do 1 master clue just to see what the loot was going to be. I did get a boater from that, so spoilers, I do plan on making a video of all the master clues that I'm going to be getting. Probably do a video for the first 10 and then a video once I hit 100 or so, just so that you guys can start seeing the average loot that you would expect to get from a master clue scroll. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start opening these. Probably will speed up the clip so that it doesn't take forever to open up 100 of these. One thing to note is I don't have enough items to actually to get the bonus rerolls. So I'm going to just wait and hopefully get the bonus rerolls at some point in the future. But for now, I'm just going to be rerolling anything that isn't a fortunate component most likely. But let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the final loot here. I did end up getting 5 Master Sealed Clue Scrolls. I was hoping for a little bit more. I was hoping it was going to be like a 1 in 10 drop, but it looks like it's more around the realm of like 1 in 25. I didn't actually count up how many rerolls that I did yet, but 100 caskets getting 5 clue scrolls means a 1 in 20 plus however many rerolls I did, and I feel like it was a decent amount, probably around 20-25 rerolls. So you are looking at about 1 in 25 chance of getting a master clue scroll from these. Not horrible, I guess. I did get 5 different page drops, so very nice there. I did get 36. That's right, 36 fortunate components. Very nice. This is going to be where the majority of the money is going to be coming from. I am going to sell this entire tab just so that I could figure out exactly how much money that I made during this. One thing to note is that all of these trimmed black items are not actually going to be fortunate components, so that means that these are not really worth anything, as well as the black two-hand crossbow and offhand black crossbow. These are also not fortunate components, although the black crossbow is a fortunate component. Very, very weird. I'm not sure why they did that. It's always perplexed me. It's nothing new with this update, but kind of weird that they are not worth fortunate components. Also weird that it's not worth fortunate components is the God arrows. I would imagine that when you disassemble 50 of them, it would be really nice to make it into a fortunate component, but unfortunately not. These are worthless drops. Did get some meerkats and some fetch casket scrolls. I don't plan on using these. I'll probably just sell them, as well as some teleports. All the other stuff is just basically useless junk. Not really worth a whole lot of GP, honestly. One thing to note is I did start being a little bit more selective with my reroll tokens. I didn't realize that I would have 3 rerolls whenever I was actually doing this. I didn't realize I could stack up to 3. I thought it was only if you had parts of the set that you could stack up to 3. So once I realized that, I started only re-rolling when it was less than 10,000 GP when I had 1 reroll stacked up, and less than 20,000 GP when I had 2 rerolls stacked up. If I ever got to 3 rerolls stacked up, I was rerolling anything that was not a fortunate component because I didn't want to get unlucky or lucky, super lucky, and get a bunch of fortunate components in a row and not be able to use my rerolls. So hopefully that is the maximum profit that I could get from this, but we are going to go ahead and sell it on the GE, speed that clip up, and show you how much money I made. So I just finished selling up all the loot. I do want to mention that I did have 12 items that did not actually sell. I have them hidden in another tab. I was selling for a minimum of 300,000 per fortunate component, and 12 items didn't sell. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to be buying more of those items for the 300,000. That way I can make a little bit of money making Luck of the Dwarves rings, hopefully. You guys will probably be seeing a video about that in the future. Hopefully in the next couple of days if I can get enough fortunate components to make one. See how much money I can make there. But I did take 3.6 mil out of here because I'm going to be buying them for 300,000 a piece anyway. So might as well just pretend like I did sell them for 300,000 a piece. Seems like a reasonable way of doing it in my opinion. We'll examine my money pouch. 18.346 million. Like I said, it is possible to do that in 6 hours. It did take me about 7, so you're looking at about 3 million GP per hour doing easy clue scrolls just from my relatively small sample size. Obviously I don't think I got super lucky with that. I could have gotten a little bit more lucky just from past experience. So I think that you can expect a little bit more money than 3 million GP per hour, but I'm not gonna, just don't quote me on that. I personally did make about 2.7 million GP per hour, just quick math there. Honestly, I don't know if easy clues are worth doing at this point in time. I'll probably wait for people to stop doing easy clues nearly as much and see if they're worth doing at that point in time. It is nice to get some master clue scrolls, but I will go ahead and check out the rest of them. If easy happens to be the best way of getting master clue scrolls, by all means, I'll go ahead and do easy clues all day because I'm kind of just looking for ways of getting the master clue scrolls right now. But at a drop rate of 1 in 25, I seriously doubt that's the case. End result, I don't think that these are going to be worth doing for anybody that is a high level account. If you are a mid to low level account, this is actually a fun and relatively profitable way of making some money. If you do enjoy that video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. I will be making more loot videos on clue scrolls. I'm planning on trying to get 100 of each clue scroll. I do want to show you here. I do have a decent amount of elites stacked up and a decent amount of hards. I'm going to have to find a good way of getting medium, so if you guys have that, go ahead and leave a comment down below so you can show me the best way of getting mediums. I'm thinking about just going to the Abyss. Seems like all the abyssal creatures do give a decent amount of mediums, but let me know in the comments down below. I also love it if you leave a like so that you can show the appreciation, see if it is actually worth doing this even more, going ahead and making some more money off of the clue scrolls. As always though, have a good one.